All your fears are the product of the identification given by your mind. Imagine you love a woman, and along with that love in the same package comes the fear that she will leave you. She has already left someone else before you, and after that, she has come to you. Maybe she will do the same with you. Because of this, one feels scared, and because of that fear that she will leave you, not start to develop in the stomach, because you are extremely connected with that fear. One small thing you don't understand is that you came into this world alone. You were here yesterday too, without this woman, well and healthy, without any knots in your stomach. And if this woman were to go away tomorrow, then there would be no more knots. Because what more is needed? You know how to live without her, and you will live happily without her. But the fear that things will change tomorrow, someone will die, you will go bankrupt, you will lose your job. There are thousands of things that can change. You get buried under more and more fears. And none of them is the real reason. Because yesterday too, you were filled with the same fears in vain. Things may have changed, but you are still alive. Man has a great ability to adapt to any situation. If you look at the earth, you will see that man lives in 1,000 different geographical conditions, in different climates, in different political and social conditions, in different religious environments, but he survives, and he has been living for centuries. Things have changed, but he keeps adjusting himself, so there is no need to be scared. And what if this world sinks? You will also end up with it. Do you think that you will stand on an island and the world will be destroyed, leaving only you? Don't worry, at least you'll have some cockroaches with you. And what is the problem if the world ends? If it ends, it happens. There is no problem with that because we will not be here. We will be finished with it, and there will be no one to worry about. This will be the greatest freedom from fear. The end of the world means the end of every problem, the end of every knot in your stomach. But you can see, everyone is scared, one way or another, for nothing. This fear is part of the mind. The mind is afraid, and it is natural to be afraid because it has no substance. It is empty and void, and it is afraid of everything. It is afraid that one day you might wake up. That would truly be the end of the world. The end of the world in the sense that you become awake. You reach the higher state of meditation, and there the mind has to disappear. That is the real fear. This fear keeps people away from meditation and makes them enemies of people like Buddha and Osho, who are spreading the taste of meditation and who are offering the solution to awareness and witnessing. People turn against them, and it is not without reason. Their fear is justified. They may not be aware of it, but their mind is genuinely afraid of coming closer to something that can create more alertness. That will be the beginning of the end of the mind. That would be the death of the mind. But you should not fear. The end of the mind will be your rebirth, the beginning of your truly living. You must be happy. You must rejoice in the death of the mind because there is no greater freedom than that. Nothing else will give you the freedom to fly in the sky. Nothing else will make the entire sky yours. Because the mind is a prison, and awareness is going out of prison, or becoming aware that one was never in prison. He was just thinking that he was in prison. Then all fear disappears. This is the greatest discovery in life. The most precious treasure is awareness. Without it, you will remain in darkness, full of fears, and you will never be able to taste freedom. And that has always been your capability. At any moment you could have claimed it, but you never did. And that is your responsibility. Friends, listen to this story. It can help you feel better and solve your problems, so stick around till the end to learn how to live without fear. It is said that Gautam Buddha's Sangha was open to everyone, and everyone desired to become his disciple. Buddha directly included some people in his Sangha, while he instructed others to spend a full day and night at the crematorium. Once, a person came to Gautam Buddha and asked him to become his disciple. Buddha told that person, "To become my disciple, you will have to spend a whole day and a whole night in the crematorium. Whatever you experience there, you will have to come and tell me. After that, you will be able to join the Sangha." The man became scared after hearing this and told Buddha that it was fine during the day, but it was dangerous to stay in the crematorium at night. Gautam Buddha then asked, "Why dangerous?" The person said, "There will be ghosts there, and they might catch me." Gautam Buddha said, "Have you ever seen ghosts?" The person said, "No, but I have heard a lot. I have also seen some people who are possessed by ghosts and do strange things." Buddha said, "Then you have this golden opportunity to know whether ghosts truly exist or not. Spend one full day and night there. Experience it and tell me whether ghosts exist. If you encounter them, analyze how they are. If you do not find them, you will also know that they do not exist. Don't panic. Whatever happens there, please come and tell me." The person agreed, saying, "Okay, if you want, I will spend a full day and night in the cemetery." Gautam Buddha then said, "Now rest in the monastery and leave for the cemetery tomorrow morning." He instructed some of his disciples that person will go to the crematorium tomorrow. Follow him, keep an eye on him, and take care of him. But make sure he does not realize that he is being followed. The next day, the person came to Gautam Buddha and said, "As you had said, I am leaving to go to the cemetery." Buddha replied, "Okay, now you can go." The person went to the crematorium, spending the whole day and night there. The next day, he came to Buddha. Gautam Buddha smiled at him and asked, "After spending a whole day and night there, what did you see and what did you learn?" The person said, "I went there early in the morning, and at that time, there were no signs of anyone. However, after some time, I observed people arriving with a dead body. Some people were ordinary, while others seemed very content. They were saying that the deceased had performed good deeds, and he was fortunate. An old man's son lit his father's funeral pyre, and he stood there for some time. Afterward, everyone started leaving one by one. After some time, 2 more dead bodies arrived, one of which belonged to a wealthy person adorned with decorations, and many people accompanied him. Meanwhile, the other dead body belonged to a poor person who was very ordinary, and very few people came there. The funeral pyre of the wealthy person was ignited using expensive sandalwood, while the funeral pyre of the poor person was set ablaze with ordinary cheap wood. The pyre of the wealthy man burned first because of his riches. After some time, the pyre of the poor person was lit as well. The funeral pyres of both individuals were burning, and everyone was watching. Subsequently, everyone left, but I remained standing there, observing the scene. Gautam Buddha asked, "What did you understand after seeing their funeral pyres?" The person replied, "Lord Buddha, both of them had the same funeral pyre. Both bodies were burnt together in that pyre. Afterward, both of them were completely consumed by the fire. The ashes that remained in the end were also the same. There was nothing different in them." Afterward, a woman's dead body arrived there. The woman's husband was deeply sad, and all the people who came there also expressed sorrow. They were offering words of comfort to the grieving husband. Observing his profound sadness, I speculated that he might have recently married, and unfortunately, his wife had passed away. There, I observed and experienced that some people had gathered, engaging in discussions about meditation. They emphasized that everyone has to face the inevitability of death one day. Therefore, we should live our lives with the awareness that death is an inevitable part of our existence. Living charitably and avoiding harm to others should be our guiding principles. The pursuit of wealth, they emphasized, does not lead to true fulfillment. Ultimately, we all must face the reality of going to the crematorium one day. After that, no one else came to the crematorium, and I stayed there the whole night, coming to you the next morning. Further, Buddha asked, "Did you see any ghosts there?" The person replied, "No, I did not see any ghosts there. However, I was afraid the whole night, scared of the rustling sound of leaves and the noises of animals. Despite my fear, I did not encounter any ghosts throughout the night." Buddha said to the person, "Okay, now you go and rest in the monastery, because tomorrow you have to go to the crematorium again for another whole day and whole night." Upon hearing this, the person asked, "What kind of things you were talking about?" "Today, upon your request, I stayed there for a day and night, and only I know how I spent that time. Now, I will not go there again." Gautam Buddha calmly responded, "Look, my friend, the special insight that you are supposed to gain by going there, you have not obtained it yet. Stay there for one more day and night, and you will definitely find it." The person agreed, "Okay, I will go once more as per your request." Saying this, the person went to rest in the monastery. The next day, he sought the blessings of Buddha and proceeded towards the crematorium. After spending another day and night, he returned to Buddha the following day. Gautam Buddha asked, "Friend, did you find that thing?" The person replied, "Yes, I found that thing." Then Gautam Buddha said, "Tell me, friend, what did you find there?" The person said, "I saw that some people were bringing me on the bier in the evening. Some were walking behind me, carrying me on their 4 shoulders. My father was walking ahead. Some people were throwing flowers at me, and some of my relatives were following me. Those people were very sad, and my father and brother were also very sad. Some of them pretended to be sad, while others were offering encouragement to my father. My brother, standing at a distance, he was very sad. Some people are giving him courage, saying that now he is the sole heir to the entire property, while others are expressing disagreement, stating that the boy is too young. He hadn't even experienced much, and such an incident happened to him. Then, I was made to lie down on the bier and all the rituals began. I watched all of this while lying on the bier. I tried to get up from that bier, but I couldn't. I wanted to breathe, but I couldn't because there was no breath inside me. I wanted to hug my father, but I couldn't get up. I wanted to embrace my brother, tell him to take care of our parents, but I lay there, unable to do anything, so I just watched everything. After that, wood was arranged on my pyre, and my mouth was also covered. I couldn't see anything beyond that sheet. Then, I started feeling the heat. Soon, I realized that I was being burnt. My hands and legs started burning, and both my bones and skin were consumed by the fire. Gradually, the flames intensified. I desperately wanted to get up from there. I felt suffocated, wanting to breathe, but I couldn't do anything. I was completely engulfed in the fire, watching myself burn throughout the entire night. Finally, I witnessed that only my ashes remained. The entire night, I neither felt scared nor experienced any fear. I don't know where I was lost all night. As soon as morning came, I came to you." Gautam Buddha smiled and said, "Now you can join the Sangha." Buddha accepted that person. Gautam Buddha says that to truly experience meditation and enlightenment, it is crucial to have the seed of meditation within us. You found that seed there last night when you realized that everything there is impermanent. In this world, after visiting the crematorium, everyone realizes that ultimately, everyone has to go there. However, as soon as one comes out from there, they forget all about it and continue living life in the same old way. They act in the same manner, committing unrighteousness, succumbing to greed, and displaying cruelty. Strangely, as soon as they return to the crematorium, everyone suddenly becomes religious. We cannot truly comprehend life unless we understand death. It implies that only an unwell person can appreciate the importance of health. In other words, the seed of meditation that you received last night will guide you toward great peace. Meditation means to lose, to dissolve. Meditation means to disappear. All your familiar lands will disappear. You will transmit to an unknown world. The world of your thoughts will be left behind. You will suddenly become homeless from what has been your home for centuries, for many births. The shadow of thoughts will be removed. The roof will be broken. You will descend into nothingness, drowning in thoughtlessness. Meditation is a very deep journey, so you will feel scared. Fear is natural. There is nothing unnatural in this. But it is necessary to get over the fear, otherwise the journey will not begin. So now, what to do to get rid of the fear? The first thing you have never done is accept the fear, because the more you deny, the more you will become afraid. Fear has to be accepted that it is natural. Fears are going to disappear, so there will be fear. You are going to the biggest battlefield, you will definitely feel scared. You are willingly going into death, climbing the stairs with your own hands, and you will definitely feel scared. It is natural, we have to accept it. Have to go with trembling feet. Will go with trembling feet. If you accept, you will find that as you start accepting, the fear will start going away. If you reject it and you start fighting and suppressing it, then you can suppress more and more fear within your chest. But what lies buried within will always make you tremble. And whenever meditation starts getting closer to enlightenment, whenever it seems that you are disappearing, that fear will emerge. It will burst. It will explode. And the power of meditation will make you aware of that fear and make you free from it like a Buddha.